Good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce. My name is Joseph, and today we are looking at a video from Steve from Crypto Crew University where he talks about an incredible bullish signal. Now, this morning when I switched my computer on, I saw that big old green candle there of Bitcoin going up, and I was so happy because I knew we needed a little bit of momentum to thrust through some of that resistance levels. So I'm so excited about Bitcoin going to the upside. We're not saying that Bitcoin is 100% bullish right now, but that is at least a very good signal. Now, we're going to sit and listen now to Steve, and he's going to talk to us about why he is bullish right now on Bitcoin.
This is the MACD on the 12th day. And those of you that have been watching my videos for a long time, there was one thing that I've been saying for a long time. All I want for Christmas is this, and it just happened. But we don't know if it's going to last, and I'm about to explain some of the factors that might wipe it all away. But let's first start with what this signal is, and then we'll get into why this is the most important thing in Bitcoin right now, and then I'm going to give my honest opinion. So, MACD. The MACD on the 12th day has flashed. We'll just look at the past 3 times, right? In 2019, we had the MACD cross and we went up 230%. In 2020, we had the MACD cross and then it went up 660%. This is the only technical false signal of the MACD, and it still went up 33%. But this was a false signal in the fact that we had this cross up. It was short-lived. We went up 33%, and then it gave us major warning because when we had the cross down, Bitcoin was still at a price of way over 50K. So it gave us a major signal that a crash was coming. When the orange line is on top, Bitcoin is very bearish. When the blue line is on top, Bitcoin is very bullish. And there's no denying that. Those are just the facts in the charts, right? Now, as we go into our earlier days, there were 2 other MACD crosses, and only 2 others. The one in 2012, after we had the MACD cross, we went up 20,000%, and in 2015, 8,000%. They only happen every handful of years. And they've only happened a handful of times in Bitcoin's entire history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in Bitcoin's entire history have we had a MACD cross. There's been no false signals. The only one that is a small, what we could categorically call true signal, but it was only a 33% gain. It was not a false signal. There has literally been no false signals on this time frame. Now, the 5 that I showed you, they all happened at the same time. They all happened during a bear market, near the end of a bear market, and signaled a coming rally. That's what they all did. Okay, back here in 2019, we didn't cross before the bear market. We didn't cross right at the bottom of the bear market. We crossed when the bear market was finished, and right before we went from 3,700 to 14. For those of you who followed our channel, right around this time, we made a video called Legendary Rally Coming for Bitcoin, and then we called the top at 14K. We try to focus on the largest moves. If you missed those calls, hit that subscribe button right now and follow our channel so you can be up to date on the largest calls and the largest moves in Bitcoin, because that's where you're going to make all of your money or lose all of your money. Now, 2020, we had this COVID crash. Everybody thought we were going to go a lot lower. And then we had this MACD cross, and the MACD was like, we don't play that game. We're about to go on a very large rally. And that's precisely what we did, from 8,000 all the way up to, the 60 something, right? And these other moves, these other 2, the early day 2 that we had, were literally when the bear market was over, right? We crashed down and then we started consolidating. We got pretty boring here. You can see the volatility was at like almost 0 at this moment. Then we had the MACD cross, and the MACD was like, okay, let's go do this. And we went on a run for 20,000%. So the MACD cross historically has marked kind of the end of turmoil and the beginning of golden times. The one that was kind of an outlier is 2015, where we had our market bottom here and the MACD cross kind of in the middle of the bear market. And that's where we had this MACD cross. So let's examine what we're having today, because this is where things get interesting. You can see right here what's going on. We have the blue line on top. That's official right now. But I said there was some things that we could be concerned with, so we will discuss those here. But one thing that we cannot deny is that we have officially had a cross. This is the only thing that I wanted for Christmas, and this is literally the most bullish thing to happen since 2020. So in years, this is the most bullish thing to happen to Bitcoin since this 660% rally back after the COVID crash was finished. So what do we make of this? What do we make of this? Because we've got to be honest with ourselves. There's a lot of people, and by a lot, I mean the high majority of people, think we're going a lot lower. And we just had this cross. So what does it mean? How do we make sense of this? Because it's widely understood that the stock market is going to have a horrific year in 2023. And by the way, it may. It very well may. And I'm going to do more videos about this topic so that you're well informed. But we're just going to focus in on this chart in this moment and these facts that are presented in front of us and make sense of it. Right? So one thing I want to recommend is that you pay close attention for these weeks. I'm going to be putting on a ton of extra videos for the holiday season to bring a smile to your face. So from now until Christmas, tons of videos. Hit that subscribe button. And I want to point out that this cross, you can see what happened with our histogram here, right? These dark reds you want to avoid. We went from these dark reds in this whole period here to start having these light reds, and then the light reds got a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. It told you that our cross was getting closer, 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 and then we just flipped to green here. But sometimes the green can be short-lived, right? Like back here, right? Now, this cross, what I'm going to recommend to you is that we focus on this cross right now, but also when we're going to close this next round. And if we put it simply, what I want you to watch for is that this could be a fake out, and we also could have it play out similarly like 2015, right? In 2015, which is the fractal pattern that I've been comparing Bitcoin to for month after month after month after month after month, we're really showing signs of 2015, where we had our textbook bottom here. We had our textbook double bottom here, which is what I just showed you in the past video. We had our textbook bottom here at 17,500. We believe that we just had a textbook double bottom and at the same time have bullish divergence, which is very similar to our top here, our textbook double top here, which had bearish divergence. It's the exact opposite playing out, and it's playing out at the most critical level in all of crypto. It's where all the whales are watching that price. What I will say is that we had our MACD cross in the middle of 2015. So we can't say, based on all of our data points, this MACD cross marks the complete end of the bear. It's not true. It's not true. We can say that Bitcoin has done very well after this MACD cross. We can say that Bitcoin never went substantially lower, right? Because we had our bottom after here. We went a little bit lower, but not substantially lower. We can say unequivocally, after a MACD cross, we went up at a very large clip directly after our MACD cross. That we can say unequivocally. And we can say unequivocally that Bitcoin did not continue into a bear market, a deep, dark bear market after a MACD cross. We can say that without a doubt for our 5 data points. What we can't say is that this is going to continue with the blue on top. All right? Here's what we need to do to focus on that. All right. And I'm going to give my honest opinion on this as well.
Thank you, guys. We're going to be back again on Monday, and then we're going to have Dion look again at Bitcoin, and we're going to talk about some different strategies that we're going to follow. Have a fantastic weekend. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Have a great weekend.